late in the day to deal with Heath Postma. Looks like he's trying to fit this conveyor onto his conveyor holder. Will it work, folks? That's what we're here to find out. Is this the build of the century? Tipsy-turvy. No.
Well, here goes the conveyor build. Well, attempt at getting this thing set so I can mark it. Whoa, well, we're not off to a great start.
You undid that side, doing this side.
I don't know what I'm doing here. This is probably why I've been procrastinating so long, because when I don't know what I'm doing, I tend to...
Is that thing even straight?
Wait.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be able.
I'm just sort of trying to preset this so that I know where I need to weld it so that it's balanced how I need it. But it doesn't appear to want to line up real great.
Not really.
I think this might be more of a challenge than I thought. Let me get a tie strap.
I feel like this is how most of his projects end up. Hey, I think I'm going to work on this right now. It's, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night. We had a long day of golfing.
Oh my God! Get off my feet, tie strap.
And he's losing his mind. Very typical Heath. Just his world, we live in it.
All right, so right now, I am just trying to get this figured out where I need it to be balanced, set on here so I can mark everything, clean it up, and get it welded. And I'm not doing a great job so far. I feel that front end seems so heavy.
Well, yeah, it has all the gears on it.
But if I put it back too much further, this, I mean, I guess I could put this mounting brace all the way here maybe. I'm gonna have to try that because right now it's way too end heavy. And when this closes, I think it's just gonna become more end heavy.
I don't know how, this isn't lining up.
No, it must be tweaked. We're gonna have to untweak it. Hold on, let me do this.
Maybe.
This is why I've been putting this project off.
Why don't you connect this end first?
You're gonna have to yell, there's a tractor on.
Why don't you do the heavy end first?
Because this end is one piece and that's a bunch. There shouldn't be a heavy end. This should be the heavy end because that's the end I need to stay on the ground. Actually, let me get a little bolt. There's a hole in a hole, so I'm going to put a little bolt on that end, then strap that end and see what we got. Come on, get on there. Oh my gosh, why won't that go? Because I need it to, that's why. All right. I thought this was gonna, I mean, it actually matches up on the other side. I'm gonna bolt the other side too. What are the chances that this bracket, this hole on both sides is gonna match right up? And that's why I thought this would work so easy. Let me get the other side bolted, get that side strapped down, and then see where we're at on our balance. Now I will say, if this is actually where it goes, this is gonna be perfect because I'll be able to bolt this end one to secure my welds just that much more. So we'll see. Now let's get this back end on, get it strapped down, get the tractor out of here and see if our heavy end is that end, because that's what we need. This wants to be a pain in the butt. Let's try this. I would go over, so then it would be easier to crank, but these bend a lot easier than this. So.
Oh my gosh, you're scaring me.
We're good. Use that booty. So that should be held. We'll have to get that to level on it and pivot. I'm gonna have to throw some strike hold in there, I think. Now let me get this back of the moving part strapped on, and then I'm gonna take the weight off the tractor. Too tight, or I'm not going to be able to release that strap. It looks like my weight is still on this end, which is not what I need. Let's get the tractor out of there and see where it goes.
I think you're just gonna smash it flat.
I am. So I don't have the winch on yet, which is what keeps it at the angle. So I'm gonna get a come along and hope I can reach it.
I don't think this thing's strong enough for that weight.
We're gonna find out. It better be.
Well,
that's what I bought it for. Huh?
It's just gonna bend down and snap off.
I hope not.
Did you see it?
Well, because I don't have anything supporting it yet, holding it together.
Oh, okay.
Let me get a come along. Hold on.
Can he fix it? Well, he hopes he can. Heath the Builder. nervous. I feel like stuff's gonna come snap out, and I don't want to get in the crossfires.
So this should pull in like that. And this is what I should have done before I tried to set that. But I've never done this before, so I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Let me bring it up a little more. Now I should be able to set it down without smashing it to the ground. Let me put a strap on that side too, so I don't have too much torque, and tweak this more.
It's not very safe for you to be under there, sir.
I'm fine. I got straps come along, tractor hydraulics.
Yeah?
I'm gonna be just fine, girl. When have you known me to do anything dangerous or dumb? All right, let's take the weight off of this. I got this.
What do we think, guys?
We're gonna have a conveyor.
Leave a comment. Uh-oh.
She rolls. Do you want, Rach?
What?
Grab the end of it while I back the tractor out so you can set it down.
I don't want to grab nothing.
You'll be good.
Was it one hand?
Your one hand. I got it perfect.
I don't know why he does this to me. What do you think I'm going to do with
Just
one?
hold it and I'll back out and you set it down.
With one hand, I ain't doing that.
Give me the camera.
It's impossible with one hand. This reminds me of that time you had me move that weight machine.
No, we'll be just fine. All right, Rachel's got two hands now, and I'm gonna slowly back out, and hopefully her end is the heavy end, because that's the end we need to go down.
What do you want me to do with this?
Set it down on the ground.
Right now?
Well, when my forks are clear. Look at that. Boom, baby. We're golden. We got it on the frame. Did you guys hear the distrust in Rachel's voice during that? If we can keep that footage in, because I don't know if she knows what she was pointing the camera at. But she said, I can't hold that with one hand. You know I got her.
Yeah, well, the last time he asked me to help him hold something up, it was a Smith machine weight thing on a trailer, and he said, just hold the tongue of the trailer while I lower this down.
Listen, I made a mistake.
It weighed 18 million pounds, and that thing, I had to jump all the way so I didn't lose a toe, and then the machine came crashing down on top of me. Distrust
It didn't,
is warranted.
it sent a memory.
And you crashed my vehicle. That was...
Well, the vehicle saved you from getting crushed.
The vehicle saved me from literally dying underneath the weight of that machine.
That's for another episode. But anyway, I think that's about where it's gonna have to go. And my initial plan was to take this back off. I was just gonna mark it and clean it up where it needs to go. But I might just shift it side to side instead of removing it. So like right now I can clean up this side, then I'll shift it over and clean up the bottom of this, get it welded on, do the same up there, because I don't really wanna go through that whole process again. So let me get this up to the garage where I got the welder, where I got the grinders, because I got a Milwaukee cordless grinder, but I have a little air grinder with a 2-inch disc that works better for small areas like this. So let's get this up to the garage and bring you guys back. Now, if I can get this rolling up the driveway, there we go. Oh, should have had more momentum.
Don't wreck my garage doors.
I'm not. I'm getting it to where my welder will reach it. All right. This is actually going pretty decent now. All right, well, I was just thinking, I probably should have lifted this up and closed the frame all the way up to where it's gonna close up to when it's at its highest to see where it's at. But with how this is weighted, I don't think it really matters, because if I put that back much further, it's gonna be too heavy on that end. So I think this is what we're gonna get, and we'll see how high it gets when it's welded on. I don't know how else to go about it. You need enough weight off this end so when there's wood up there, it doesn't flip. And I could put counterweights and whatever, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tow it from that end. But I think this is as far forward as we can put it, so I guess this is where it's gonna go. Oh, you're filming me in case that went wrong, huh?
Correct.
I told you it wasn't gonna move. So now with the tie strap out of the way, I'll clean this up. I've said that enough times.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Let's just get to cleaning it up.
Maybe we should clean it up first.
We're going to, I said that already.
Oh.
Now these brackets line up pretty well on the end of this, but this one was smashed when I bought it. So I'm gonna line up this end and clamp it on with these vice grips so that I can get the other end bent in so I can weld it. Just a little bit tighter and we'll be good. A little bit tighter. All right, I've got this in position, cleaned up pretty decent. I'm gonna get it welded on now, and I'm not gonna weld the full seams because I may have to move it, and if I have to grind it back off, I don't wanna weld it back on. I mean, weld it on too good, I guess. But I will say, this R Captain welder, I mean, I have become such a better welder because of the R Captain welder. I got the plasma cutter that I'm gonna be doing some work with, and the comments from the viewers that have taught me so much, and man, have I come a long way. So let me weld this and you guys can see what you think. And if you wanna know where I started, go back to the Maple Sap Collection tote trailer that I built where I thought I did a really good job and I sucked. But now I think I suck less, so check this out.
Ow! Apparently this shot out on me.
Now you can see I'm learning. I think I could be a little hotter there. Let the experts chime in, but I got penetration. I think that's gonna hold. And like I said, I just got 3 short welds on here that are gonna be good while I get it fitted. And once it's all good and operational, I'll come through and I'll weld this in so it hopefully will never move again. but wow. Actually, it's not a caterpillar, it's not clumpy, it's got penetration, it's gonna hold. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I a better welder now than I was when I built that
trailer,
maple sap collection trailer? I already know the answer, but I've learned so much so fast, and I haven't welded a ton in between off camera. I did my trailer, I put some mounting brackets on that, a few other small projects in this, and the learning curve with that digital display and your comments have helped me so much, and now I can actually build things. Well guys, I come out this morning to work on the elevator some more, and I feel like I messed up. I'm gonna mount the winch now to see when I raise this up. I feel like it's just gonna lift on this back part. So I might have to undo my welds and move the conveyor that way. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's gonna work. So let me get the winch on and see if it's gonna work or not. Now I hit these with some strike hold so I can pull that cable clamp off, because they just cut the cable off when they did it. I will say though, just having it on this running gear and the ability to move it around to work on it is nice. I just pivoted it up to the garage, get the bottom of this cleaned up, and tack weld this winch on. I'll tell you what, running this is nice, but it definitely makes me realize I need to get on my compressor project and get my big compressor up and running, because this little DeWalt just can't keep up. It's like a 30-gallon. Now, since I'm working solo, because Rachel already headed down to Indiana for the baseball tournament, I'm gonna have to get all this stuff, I guess, done by myself without my assistant. And this thing isn't light, so I'm gonna use this to get it up here, and then use some vice grips and C-clamps to get it into the exact position I need it, I guess. All right, well, after a few light struggles, we got her into place by ourselves. It took a little bit of work, but it's there. Man, welding in the sun is a little tougher. The glares. The sun coming in behind the hood, I can't really see what I'm doing. Want to make sure this thing's gonna stay. Ooh, we got fire inside. Whew, probably burned through. Still learning. She'll hold. Other side. All right, she's tacked on there. Not the prettiest. I think the wind using the gas isn't helping. I know if you're outside in the wind, you should be using flux core, and it's a lot windier today, but I think that'll hold for the test. Now I gotta just run that up through the pulley, get it fastened back here, and see if I'm right about being wrong when I built this. Now I feel like maybe there's a release missing or something. I mean, once the weight's on it, it won't matter, so maybe that's why it doesn't have it. but I don't have a way to really pull on that without my arm being in the way to spin this handle, because when I do, it hits my arm. So I just have to hold the release and crank it and then pull cable, release, crank it, pull cable. But we'll get there. I'm just worried that when I pull this forward, it's gonna pivot up on that back. Ah! All right, we've got enough cable. Now, let's, well, maybe that's why he cut this. Oh, there we go. Ooh, she's warm. All right. There is a what do you call it? Cable guard back here to run this through. So that is nice. Now get all my pieces back. Come on. Guess I'm gonna have to start it with my fingers. I was hoping I could just get it to bite. There's one. There's two. Let's go. I'm gonna get another one and throw it on there. I think that should be fine, but I guess a little security doesn't hurt. All right, guys, we have a few things in play here. Are my welds gonna hold? Is this going to lift it? Or is it just gonna wanna pivot on that back piece? And lift the wheels off the ground, which is what I think. Oh no, it might be working. Guys, I think this might be working. Maybe I was wrong. Get my soon-to-be scrap steel here. I was worried it was gonna put way too much pressure on this end. But I think we're good. I got a little tweak in it from these welds. I should have squared it up better. I don't know that it's gonna matter though. I think this might just work. Not gonna be as good as a real firewood conveyor. I'll have the carriage in the way and whatnot, but I think it's gonna work. Let's raise it just a little more. I still got these in place for safety if needed. Yeah, that's gonna work, guys. I gotta get this end welded on now. And then I think we'll be good for this stage of the process. Let's see, now lowering it down, I gotta be careful because I don't have any, I guess there's a stop up there. So I'm gonna stop it a little short Because if this thing ever runs, I guess I could just let go of that lever, but I don't want it to be able to shoot off the end there. Not the greatest, but it's gonna work for cobbling a few things together here. This is a livestock feed conveyor, I believe, and this running gear is off from a grain auger conveyor. And they actually go together quite well. I'm happy. All right, well, I just got reminded by Rachel that I have over a 5-hour car ride. So I am going to just try to get that stop in place and then get a couple of tacks on those other braces and call it a day for today. Make this thing to where it's safe. Look, I actually have a new piece of equipment here that's still in storage that I can rest this on. So it's not quite so high for me to work on. If you want to know what that is, you got to subscribe to Hardworking Man. We'll be bringing that to you in a future episode. Now this will be our stop to make sure it can't come through the end. And believe it or not, this steel is actually from the shipping crate from the company that's the same company that that new item is from. And I save these when I get stuff delivered in them for jobs just like this. Now, I don't have to worry about letting it down too far because it'll hit that stop and be good to go. All right, so to get this end piece tacked on, I want to be able to see a little better. So I took the tractor and I lifted the lower end up so it would be at a better work height. I've got it all ground up. Let's get it tacked on, and this is a big win in my opinion. This is about the limit for me with a 105-degree heat index. She's holding, baby. Well, guys, we did it. Stage one, I guess stage two. Stage one was acquiring all the stuff. Stage two of the Firewood Conveyor build is complete. It is mounted to the frame, the winch is installed, it can raise and lower. Now, on to phase two, which will be in an upcoming Hardworking Man episode where we see if we can make this thing move. Thanks for watching, Hardworking Man, guys. Have a great day.